Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. I've done a couple of honeydew list episodes on my channel here, so I'm going to do another one. And as usual, I'm hitting the honeydew list items that she forgot to put on the list. You know, trying to get that good favor going here so that I can kind of ignore the ones I don't want to do on the list. But there's stuff on there that she hasn't thought of. But if I mentioned it, it would be on the list. So one of them is just behind me here. Let's see if we can get it. There you go. Can you see that gutter right up here? So these gutters, I installed these, I don't know how long ago, but it's been a while. But as you can see, there's no downspout from the gutter. And we have a place for it to go. I just have to complete that. There's one on this end and one on that end way over there on this backside of my garage. Now, if you've watched my channel, you see I do a little bit of everything. I don't know how to do anything extremely well, but I know how to do a little bit of everything. And putting up gutters, this was the first time I ever put up gutters myself, right up here. And yeah, it was a pain in the butt. Fortunately, they weren't too long of a run, so not too bad. And they operate as they should when it rains, which doesn't rain very much here, but when it rains, they are angled correctly, so the water comes out on each end. But it's been bothering me that I know I never finished it, so I think today I'm going to try to figure out how to put these downspouts on. I have no idea, never done it, but I'm gonna do some measuring and maybe draw up a little bit of a plan here, and then we'll go to our favorite big box store, big box hardware store, and take a look at what they got there in the drainage section, because we are getting to that point of year where it rains like 4 days in San Diego. Yeah, it's not a perfect day out right now. You can see it looks awful, but let's get a piece of paper, draw a little plan up, and figure this out. Today's video is sponsored by St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, who keeps sending me free stationery and labels, even though I don't ask for them. So I drew up a little bit of a diagram here. What I'm thinking is we're going to come down from here, drop into a 90-degreer, bring it over to the wall here, another 90-degree, and then straight down into here. And I'm gonna have to look to see what they have for wall anchors, what I need to attach it to the wall here, and then if I'm gonna have to have something supporting this run here, I don't know. And then the one all the way down here, I'm not gonna go in there because I got this vicious attack dogs here, but the one on the other side, it's a lot closer. So it's like this, but it's a lot closer to the wall. So it's gonna be similar. Drop down 90 degree and then flat against the wall. So I have a drop down of whatever determined distance that I'd like, 90 degree, 2.5 feet for this one, and then 7 feet down. And then this one is a drop down and only 1 foot, and then 6 feet down. So I think I'm just gonna do what I usually do in situations like this, and I'm gonna wing it. So I'll jump in the truck, head over there, and see what they've got available, and determine from that. And we'll do our best not to ask anyone at Home Depot, because half the time those people don't know what the hell they're doing, same as me. So I might as well just flounder on my own. See you at the Home Depot. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I like coming to the hardware store. You know, first off, you can wear a tape measure on your belt, and it's perfectly legal. Yeah, I'm open carrying that tape measure, and then I like it. Everyone has a truck around here. That's always the cool part too. Look at all the trucks. Everyone has a truck. Nice old Ford here. Anyway, it is kind of a pain in the ass going here, especially on the weekend. It's always busy. And it's busy during the week too, but the weekends even worse. But anyway, let's head on inside of here. open carrying our tape measure and see what we can find. There's a lot of stuff here, and I realized after I got here that I'm going to need to change this into this. So hopefully I found the right adapters. Bought some sealant, and these are 10 feet long, so 2 of them ought to do it. But this is all plastic stuff, and my current gutters are steel, but this will be easier to work with. It'll last a long time. I'm not too concerned about it. So hopefully my drawings help me out. Bought some sealant, and I think I have screws at home, so we should be good to go. We'll give her a shot. See if I can get this. This is 10 feet long. This is always the pain, trying to navigate out of here with all this stuff. The old Nissan, not the latest or greatest truck in the world, but I do dig this roll down back window because these are 10 feet long. And if I had to stick them in the bed, let's see how far they stick out here. So it's kind of nice. So anytime I pick up lumber or anything like that, I can put it in right through there, as long as I don't have a passenger, because that gets right in the way of their head. But anyway, we got all the stuff. We're in it for under $50. So let's see if we can figure out how to put this puzzle together. It looks like it shouldn't be too hard, I guess. Well, I already realized I need to get up there and clean out these gutters more often, but I guess if I ain't got them hooked up, it don't really matter. No, all this didn't come out of the gutters. Gotta rake that up over there. All right. Well, I realized one thing that I might have to go back and figure out, and I don't know if I do or not, but this on the bottom is considerably larger, but we're just gonna go with it as it is for now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to cut this and make it just a little bit larger than it needs to be, and get it plumb, and then I can screw in some brackets and see if this thing is gonna, or I can at least at that point I can see if it's going to be flush against the wall, and then I can figure out if I made that downspout in the right place, because it looks like it's over a bit, but we'll see. We'll see if I can bring it over here. I'm sure there's a little bit of flex in all of this. So let me figure out what I'm going to cut this with, and we'll go from there. There's our rough measurement right about there, and I guess I'll try to cut it with this. We'll see how it works. I don't know. If I cut my fingers off, call 911, would you? All right, I'm glad we rough measured that, because that's not a good way to cut these. Okay, my cutting error. Whatever, we can work around that. But anyway, hopefully you can kind of see what I'm talking about on the, this is in the drain on the bottom. So this is coming out of this gutter, and you can see this is laying this way. It has to turn to go into that over there. So let me set all this down. This is not easy. I located this one here, which turns from this, and it has a twist, and it goes to that. So we should be able to come down off of here, 45, not really a 90, more of a 45, I guess, over to here, and then that should go into the top of that one down there. So now all we got to do is climb down this ladder here, safety third. I'm gonna lay out my this one here, the long one. It's all funky on the top end, which is fine. Lay that out, figure out where we're nice and plumb, straight up and down. Not use the level for that. We'll mark it. I have some brackets. We'll put a bracket about 75% of the way up, and then one little bit down from there. Oops, excuse me. As you can see, I'm not gonna be able to get a bracket flat against the wall here, so I'm probably gonna have to put two of them. One right about here at about chest level, and then one higher, or maybe even I'll just use one. We'll see. Fun stuff, especially by yourself. Well, here I am trying to make some progress, and my buddy drops off another project for me to work on here. So, I'm actually talking about the beer. I gotta finish that beer. But I guess we'll push this in the garage and continue on with these gutters. Even though I want to work on that more than the gutters. All right, I used my level, found the plumb here, and there's a very nice little purple dot right there I marked. So we're going to use these stucco anchors. I just bought these. We're going to try these out to install. Oh man, too much stuff going on here. Let's install one of these up here. So we'll see how this works, and I'll come back once I got her done. I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. Now it's holding on there, and we can check to see. So we're still a little bit off. Let's see, which way do we gotta go? In a little bit, but fortunately this thing moves a little bit. There you go. Pretty close. So now I can pop that off, tighten that down all the way. I think one probably will be enough for this. Now the next thing I need to do is figure out the length of this. So what I'm going to do is, between the two of these, I should be able to find out where this intersection is and make the cut for this little 90-degree flexi thing that I got that changes the angle of this from this to that. Let's try this instead here, instead of that. I like the idea, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to do it by hand. That's what my wife tells me anyway. Significantly less shattering, which is a good thing. Beautiful. All right, I'll make all the rest of the cuts here. We'll go test fit it. All right, we got our 45 out of here. This is the piece that we just saw that we cut. A little adapter going into this one that flips it from this way to this way. And then the little adapter. And there's our long piece going into there with our clip right there. I don't know if I'll be able to get another clip because this is a little bit away from the edge there. So one clip I hope will do it. So now what I'm going to do is I have some silicone sealant. So I'll probably pull this whole thing out and I'll put the silicone sealant between each of these connections on here. I think that'll work. I'm not overly happy with this. There's a little bit of a angle difference here and here just because of the way that this gutter is sitting. So this is kind of throwing everything off right up here. And I'm not sure if I should put a screw in there to hold that, and maybe a screw in here to hold this. So I might. I'm gonna think about it. I think what I'll do actually is I'm gonna go make the other one for way over there, and I'll show you what that one looks like when we're done, and then I'll consider this, and then we'll do the silicone and all the screws and that sort of thing if we're gonna do it. This one was considerably easier to make because it was just a 45 short piece, another 45, and then straight down. Once again, I got one clip because, like I said, it comes off the wall. I might be able to actually get another one in here. I think I might look into doing that. But then again, it's really not going to go anywhere. I haven't even put the sealant on it. I brought the sealant out. There you go. Specifically for gutters and such. And this one fits in here tight. So I'm gonna take it apart, I guess, and put the sealant on it. And then we'll go over there and do that one on that end. But I'm pleased with the way it looks so far. Well, for my first time ever putting up downspout off the gutters, I don't think I did too terrible of a job. Not overly happy with the angle, and I guess it's, like I said, because of the angle of the gutters there. It's like that, which then throws everything off. And then also, I don't know how much you can see it here, but it's that way as well. So it's coming in, so at all these compound angles, which is not making the best fit right there, but I did put some screws in on a couple of the corners right there. I put a screw right up on the top there, and then where it attaches to the drain off the gutters. So all done. This one, the other one, sealed up, completed. So when it rains again for the third and last time of the year here in San Diego, at least my gutters will be draining. Of course, now I have to get up there and clean them. So hopefully I don't forget that. Remind me, someone please remind me, clean the gutters. I won't make a video of it. It's pretty gross up there. But, all done for today. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.